Hey, it's Rob. Welcome to the Everyday Investor, the hottest real estate investment show in the world. That's right, I said it. I don't care who knows it. We've got a fantastic show lined up. We've got my good friend Anil Walia on the show. We're going to be talking about how to make money investing in the United States of America. How to make money investing in the US. You don't want to miss this show. Remember, whenever we talk about anything investments, you want to ask the 4 questions to start. Number 1, what is the ROI, the return on investment? Number 2, when do I get that return on investment along with the money that I put in? Number 3, what's the minimum investment amount needed? And number 4, what is the risk, the worst case scenario? Grab your paper, grab your pen. You don't want to miss this show. We'll be right back. Thanks for watching.
The Everyday Investor has been brought to you by ProFunds Mortgages, Fixed Returns, Real Security. The Real Estate Center Canada, for all your buying, selling, and investing needs. Exteriors, providing you with full-service exterior renovations.
For over 10 years, Strong-Based Interlock and Landscaping has providing professional services to homeowners across the Greater Toronto Area. We are dedicated to ensuring your landscaping resembles the beauty you have envisioned. Our team guarantees competitive prices and the highest level of customer satisfaction through our integrity and commitment to quality landscaping services. For a free estimate on your next project, call us at 416-800-1585 or visit our website at sbinterlock.com. Whatever your interlocking and landscaping needs, you can count on Strong Base.
At Here to Clean, we understand that inviting someone into your home is a big deal. All of our cleaners are carefully vetted to ensure we send the right person to care for your home. We offer a variety of cleaning services to meet our various clients' needs, from small office and vacation rental cleaning, post-renovation and move-in cleaning. We will arrange a team of professionals with the right skill sets to tackle your toughest jobs and get them done right. Email, call, or text us to discuss your unique needs.
Hey there, this is Anthony Maniaci. Here at Maniaci Sobel Altbaum, we're a law firm working for you in all facets of the law. My specialty is working in corporate commercial law and real estate, but we have lawyers that work in all other areas, including litigation and family. Our practice focuses on service with a personal touch, delivering in-depth legal advice and guidance to our clients, treating you as people, not as a number. You can reach us at maniacilaw.com.
Hey, it's Jeff and Mark from Exteriors. Exteriors provides you with full-service exterior renovations, including roofing, siding, aluminum, and eaves troughs. We treat every renovation as if it were our own, guaranteeing impeccable craftsmanship. Exteriors Renovations. Contact us for a free quote.
At High Peaks Custom Homes, we understand that your family is unique, and your home should be too. We are dedicated to understanding your vision and bringing it to life with great attention to detail and expert craftsmanship. Contact us at High Peaks Custom Homes to speak with our design team and start your new home.
Canadian Real Estate Wealth, Canada's leading authority on residential real estate investment, can help you grow your portfolio, build equity, and find the perfect market for your next investment property. Available both online and in print. Canadian Real Estate Wealth is written by investors for investors. Each issue brings proven, practical advice on all aspects of your investor's journey: property management, financing, alternative investing, and so much more. In 2018, when you think ROI, think CREW. Visit CanadianRealEstateMagazine.ca to subscribe today.
The Real Estate Center is one of North America's leading real estate firms, helping everyday people buy, sell, and invest in real estate. By leading with education, we make sure our clients have the know-how and confidence to make informed decisions, allowing them to reach their goals. Through our vast network of experienced advisors, the Real Estate Center is able to provide a full-service experience across the entire country. Whether you're looking for your first home, an income property, or commercial investment, we're here to help. Visit our website at therealestatecenter.com.
Hey, it's Rav. Welcome back. We're talking about how to make money in the U.S. I'm here with my good friend Anil Walia. Anil, thanks so much for being on the show.
Thanks for calling me.
How's everybody? How's the wife, the kids?
Excellent.
Excellent?
Enjoying.
Listen, I appreciate so much whenever you call me and you say, hey, Rav, let's go grab lunch. I learned so much from you because you have such a fantastic story. And it's not just real estate investing. I just think you're an incredibly wise person, and I appreciate you being in my life. And I want to bring you on the show again and again to share with the viewers that, it's not that difficult to get into the United States. It's not that difficult to invest, there. You have almost 60 properties now, 59 properties
Yeah.
in the U.S.
Yes.
You started about 5 years ago.
Yeah, in
with-
2012.
in 2012.
Yeah.
With $400,000.
That's true.
With $400,000, you now have almost 60 properties, and the value of those 60 properties is what?
Is around 12 million.
$12 million.
Yeah.
$400,000, 5 years later, 12 million. And you know, this is not luck. You spent a few years studying the market. How many years to be exact?
Yeah, I did about 3 years of due diligence.
So 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
Take me there. So in 2008, 2009, we know what happened to Big Brother. What was your thinking? What did you do? How much money did you spend on that research?
Yeah, actually, I was an engineer and I was doing a day job, 9 to 5 job for 3 years.
Okay.
2009, I got a layoff. And when I got a layoff, I was 54 years old, and I thought it's not wise to go back into the job market again.
Okay.
And I should get self-employed and look for some avenue on my own.
Okay.
And when I interacted with various people, I realized there is a lot of equity, debt equity in my house. And I went to the bank and got a line of credit. But that time I was
What do you mean by that? I mean, it's a great point. I know what you mean, but for the viewers, when you say debt equity, what do you mean by that?
The meaning is my house was free and clear. I repaid all the mortgages, and my house was worth around maybe 650 that time or 700.
Okay.
And
So you had $700,000 in your house.
in my house,
Okay.
which I was not utilizing. So I went to the bank. Bank told me that they can give me line of credit for $440,000. So I said, okay, that's fine. They were giving me at 3%. But I was very scared to invest that because that was all hard-earned money.
Yeah.
And I thought I should, do my due diligence before I even touch this money. So I spent a lot of money on my courses. I did a lot of, took mentorship courses. I went to US. I went and visited 7, 8 cities.
7 or 8 different cities.
Different cities.
Okay, you didn't walk there.
I
flew. You had hotel expenses and so on and so forth.
Expenses. I stayed there for everywhere 7 days, and
Okay.
I spent 5 days with different realtors, seeing the market. The beauty was I realized in US, if there are 25 states, there are 25 different markets. Each state is different from the other state. And after doing a lot of due diligence, I realized there are 3 trophy markets in US: Las Vegas, Orlando, and Phoenix.
Las Vegas, Orlando, or Phoenix, and that was at that time.
At that time.
Okay.
Because these are the markets which went up the most during, from 2005 to 2007. And after the meltdown, they are the ones which fell down the
Okay.
most. So based on the, my studies, these were the markets which were to recover again. Another point which even Peter Polotis mentioned, that there are inherent restrictions in these cities. So the lands are not readily available. Because there is a restriction on the land, so these property values will come up again.
Yeah.
So these were the criteria which made me select Orlando.
So you chose Orlando.
I chose Orlando finally.
Okay, so these 59 properties are all in Orlando.
They are in Greater Orlando area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And so, and how much do you spend on this research? You put $400,000 in the property, so I'm guessing you spent
Yeah,
about
about
$40,000.
yeah,
about
40,
$40,000
yeah,
in the
40 to
research.
50, yeah.
But that's pretty courageous to take $40,000 just for some education. You are very young at heart, but you're taking some of your savings and saying, hey, let me learn about this. What was the thinking? I mean, you knew that eventually you're going to get into this, and
Yeah.
so why not put the money as an investment?
Yeah, I always think education is power. Knowledge is power. Education is power. So unless or until I acquire the knowledge and I am, fairly confident in my mind, I cannot invest my money. So it was for that reason I felt it's true that I felt even $40,000 was too less to get that kind of confidence level. So when I started investing, to tell you very frankly, I never felt scared. It was, with full confidence that I was thinking my money is secured.
Yeah, that's great. So what are kind of average, what's your annualized return on investment? I mean, when did we buy the 59th property? When was that?
It was 28th February this year.
Okay. So just a few months ago, you brought, so you're continuing to buy.
Yeah.
That's the plan. And so what's our typical, average ROI for these?
The average ROI is, from 20 to 50%.
From 20% to 50%. That's what you're
50%,
making.
yeah.
And you borrowed the 400,000 originally, and you're paying 3%.
Absolutely.
So that's a healthy margin. So
yeah.
you're paying 3 out, and you're making 20 to 50%
20 to
on your
50%,
money.
yeah.
And a large component, if we just look at cash flow, what's the cash flow? What would be the cash flow in terms of percentage-wise?
You see, cash flow is generally we target properties with 1% cash flow every month, 1% of the purchase price.
Of the purchase price.
That means if the property is costing $100,000, I must get $1,000 in rent every month.
Every month.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we buy a $200,000 property, your formula is that we need to have $2,000 per month.
Absolutely.
Okay, and what is the average purchase price of these 59 properties?
Average purchase price when I bought, they were around 100K.
About 100K?
Yeah, 100K.
But you're still buying now?
I'm still buying, and we are still able to find properties in that range, 100 to 120.
Oh, really? We can still buy?
We can still buy.
And these are not just, bachelor suites. These are houses.
These are houses.
Detached.
3 bedroom, 2 washroom, single family home.
3 bedroom, 2 washroom, single family, and I can still buy them for about $100,000.
Still buy them in that price and still get 1% rent, 0.9 to 1% rent.
And what's the amount needed, Anil, when we do this? We're going to go to a break here in just a second, but I know in the States, and then correct me if I'm wrong, we're buying these cash, and then when we come back from the break, you'll talk about we pull the money out. So if it costs $100,000, I put in the $100,000, but I can pull $70,000 out?
Yeah.
Is it about 70%?
Yeah, 70%. Some banks even give 75, but 70% is safe.
Okay. And you brought with somebody that you're helping do this as well. You're helping Paul do this.
Yeah.
We'll bring him on the show.
Yeah.
We'll look at one of his properties. Anil, thanks so much for being on the show. I appreciate it. We're talking to my good friend Anil Walia. We're talking about how to make money investing in the U.S. We're going to get into the numbers when we get back. You don't want to go anywhere. Thanks for watching, everyone.
The Everyday Investor has been brought to you by ProFunds Mortgages, Fixed Returns, Real Security. The Real Estate Center Canada, for all your buying, selling, and investing needs. Exteriors, providing you with full-service exterior renovations.
Canadian Real Estate Wealth, Canada's leading authority on residential real estate investment, can help you grow your portfolio, build equity, and find the perfect market for your next investment property. Available both online and in print. Canadian Real Estate Wealth is written by investors for investors. Each issue brings proven, practical advice on all aspects of your investor's journey: property management, financing, alternative investing, and so much more. In 2018, when you think ROI, think CREW. Visit CanadianRealEstateMagazine.ca to subscribe today.
ProFunds Mortgages and its affiliate Valor Capital offers expert service and funding solutions for builders and developers, offering first and second mortgages with a combination of institutional and private lending. ProFunds Mortgages and Valor Capital offer a full-service construction and development package with in-house engineers, developers, builders, planners, and the best of financial analysts. With the many years of experience and credibility, ProFunds and Valor would love to be your added value financial partner. Visit us at profunds.ca.
Hey, it's Jeff and Mark from Exteriors. Exteriors provides you with full-service exterior renovations, including roofing, siding, aluminum, and eaves troughs. We treat every renovation as if it were our own, guaranteeing impeccable craftsmanship. Exteriors Renovations. Contact us for a free quote.
At High Peaks Custom Homes, we understand that your family is unique, and your home should be too. We are dedicated to understanding your vision and bringing it to life with great attention to detail and expert craftsmanship. Contact us at High Peaks Custom Homes to speak with our design team and start your new home.
For over 10 years, Strong-Based Interlock and Landscaping has providing professional services to homeowners across the Greater Toronto Area. We are dedicated to ensuring your landscaping resembles the beauty you have envisioned. Our team guarantees competitive prices and the highest level of customer satisfaction through our integrity and commitment to quality landscaping services. For a free estimate on your next project, call us at 416-800-1585 or visit our website at sbinterlock.com. Whatever your interlocking and landscaping needs, you can count on Strong Base.
Like people, businesses have their journey, their path, sometimes straight, but more often evolving, growing, and adapting. And like people, businesses' needs change, creating the need for knowledge in areas like accounting, consulting, and tax. Areas critical to your continued growth and success, all part of the journey, and all part of what we do together with you. so that when your business has arrived, it's ready to keep going. MNP, wherever business takes you.
Hey, it's Vitali, Rav's door and window guy. Here are 4 quick tips when choosing doors and windows for your home. 1. Get 2 to 3 estimates from a reputable vendor. 2. Choose the right manufacturer. 3. Make sure you have a warranty. And 4. Get professional installation. To book a free estimate, contact us at torontodoorsandwindows.ca.
Hey, it's Rav. Welcome back to the Everyday Investor. We're talking to my good friend Anil Walia. We're talking about how to make money investing in the U.S. He's brought his friend Paul here, who's done exactly the same thing that he's been doing. Anil has 59 properties in the Orlando area. I'm stumbling a little bit, Anil, because I can't believe you've done that in a short 5 years. You started with $400,000. You've now bought 59, and you continue to buy. And now we have our good friend Paul here that you've helped to mentor in this exact same scenario. Paul, let me thank you for coming on the show, Paul.
Thanks for having me.
First of all,
thank you.
Tell me how you met Anil and what's the relationship here. And this is your first property
This is
in
my
the
first
States?
property in the United States.
And many more to come, I guess.
We're trying.
Yes.
Yeah.
So tell me about this relationship.
Well, this relationship, actually, on a previous episode, I saw you guys, both you and Anil, on the Everyday Investor, and I said, I think this is a great idea. And I thought that I would ring him up.
Yeah.
And it took me a little bit of courage to do so, because there's a little bit of trepidation when you're investing in the United States in an entity that you don't really know about.
Yeah.
And I called him up, and he's been mentoring me for about 4 months now. We started in January. And teaching me how to crunch numbers, how to do a CMA, and how to make an appropriate investment.
Yeah.
And we were able to purchase something on April 4th.
And a CMA is simply
Comparative
market analysis. That's what you mean by CMA.
Yeah.
So you're looking at different properties and comparing and so on and so forth. And it's true. I mean, Neil's not a one-time guest. When somebody is continuing to invest in the same niche, I definitely have to bring him back over and over again. But that's cool that you saw him through the show. So Neil is buying properties, his 59th one, looking for the 60th, and buying properties from around the $100,000 to $120,000 range. So Paul, let's take a look at and break down your property. What is the ROI? What's the return on investment on this property? You just bought it, so the year is not out, but we have experience. And so history says, what would be in the next 12 months? What is the return on your investment?
We're looking at 44%.
44% is the
Correct.
return on your investment. Okay, so help me get there. So what was the purchase price on this property?
Purchase price was $115,000 US.
So $115,000 US is what the property is, what you purchased it for. And then what were your closing? I assume you have some closing costs in there?
About $3,300, $3,360 was the exact closing costs on it.
$3,360, okay. And then?
And then what happened was, when you get the down payment is $31,000. So once you pay the $115,000, you go to the bank and you, as was said earlier, you look for the 70%. So I'm out $31,000. The bank will give me 70% of the $115,000.
Yes, because in the U.S. we have to put down 100% of the purchase price.
Correct.
So you put down $115,000.
Correct.
Plus $3,000-$4,000 to close. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Once you did that, and then was there any renovations involved in this, or was it what we call a turnkey property?
It was a turnkey property.
It was a turnkey property, and so that's not like you do some renovations, or you bought this undervalued.
Yeah, this particular property we bought undervalued because whenever we buy in cash,
yeah,
and we do quick closing,
yeah,
we can get some discounts.
That's very smart.
So
we're paying in cash. We're
yeah,
going to close quick.
Yeah.
So now we can buy just under market value.
Absolutely. In this case, we bought this property for 115,
yeah,
whereas the appraised value came to 120.
Okay, so this property is worth about $5,000 more. We build that in as well.
Absolutely.
So you bought this property, you put out $115,000.
Correct.
You have your closing costs of about $3,000-$4,000.
Right.
It's turnkey, so now you put a tenant in it.
Correct.
So what is our rent right now from that tenant?
The rent's $1,100 a month.
$1,100.
Right.
Okay, so it's a $115,000 purchase price, and we're getting $1,100. So yeah, it's the same, close to the 1% formula that we're using, that Anil, we talked about earlier.
And you got the tenant in 7 days' time.
In 1 week, you got that tenant.
1 week.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's tenanted. Now we go to the bank. a U.S. bank that you have a relationship with, or a Canadian bank?
No, we have with the US banks.
So we have a relationship there, and they're going to give us 70% back.
Absolutely. 70% at about 4.75% interest rate.
Okay. So that leaves us with, when you did that, that leaves you, that's why you said 31,000.
Right.
Yeah.
So 115, take away 70%. You're in this deal for 31,000 plus the just over $3,000 of closing costs.
Correct.
So the total amount invested is, what's that, 34,360.
Correct.
Okay. So how we're going to make money and figure out our ROI is we figure out the different ways we're making money, and we divide that by the investment amount. In this case, it's the 34,000 and change. You divide that, and that's how you got the 44% annualized.
Right.
So let's look at that. How did we make money on this property? Let's look at the cash flow.
The cash flow is 5,364.
Cash flow
Annually.
Okay, and that's after all expenses.
After all expenses
this is
are
what's
paid.
left. Okay,
Right.
so $5,000. So about 400 and change per
Correct.
month that you're making, and then we're paying down our mortgage on this property. And so what's the pay down?
That goes down to 1,296 annually.
Annually, so just over $100 a month is going back into our pocket under the mattress. And then naturally, I know you're very conservative. I'm guessing 3%.
3%.
So naturally, this property is increasing 3% on the 115 or the 120?
On 120.
On 120, because that's what the appraised value is.
Yep.
So on the 120, 3% of that is $3,600. And then, because we bought a little bit of a discount, we're adding that as well.
Yeah, $5,000.
$5,000. Okay? So when I take these four numbers, I add them up, what do I have?
We get a ROI of 44.4%.
44%. Okay, so when we add these four numbers up, we divide it by what we're in for, the 34,360. That spits us out 44.4%.
Correct.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
Yes.
And next year, if we don't, there's no forced appreciation, it will be 29.8% ongoing.
Ongoing. So we're making about 30%
Every year.
ongoing because of natural appreciation conservatively,
Yeah.
debt reduction, and cash flow.
Cash flow.
Correct.
Because we're still only in for what we're in for.
34,000.
And where did you get the initial 150 to do this, Paul?
I took equity out of my house.
So you refinanced as well.
Right.
And so you took out 100 and change.
Yeah.
At what rate? Interest rate?
3%.
3%. So 3%, but we're making 44%, and then every years to come around the 30%.
30%.
It's fantastic. So when you learn this, and people, this is your first investment property?
It's my first investment property in the United States.
But you so you have other investment properties here?
I do.
And are you getting the same kind of returns? Is it at such ease as what we've introduced?
This is
now?
one thing that Anil has introduced to me, is that the cost is a lot less investing in Orlando, and I'm making just the right amount of cash flow monthly, even more than my Canadian properties, and it was relatively easy doing it. It's really a nice little strategy for those everyday investors to go out and look at this in Florida. It's really nice.
And so what's your plan? I mean, are we just going to have one there in the States and continue, around here, or you want to continue to buy more?
I like the market in the United States. As was mentioned, there's a lot of properties there. It's double the population. There's a lot. It's growing.
Yeah.
Strong job markets, universities all around, and people are coming into Florida. It's ranked the #1 rental market in the United States, Orlando and the GTA.
And
So that's what we're looking at.
Yeah, I know. You've shared with me some of these principles. And what are 2 or 3 principles of why Orlando is a great place?
You see, Orlando is, because it's a sun-shining state.
Yeah.
So a lot of all the baby boomers, they want to shift into
It's a great point.
the
A lot of us are wanting to move to
a lot of
Florida,
us
yes.
wanted to move.
Yeah.
And the cost of living is very less over there. It's as per the affordability index, it is 90.90. As against Los Angeles, it is 145.
Okay.
So it's 10% cheaper to stay in Orlando than rest of US.
Yeah.
That's another reason. There is no state tax, income tax. So all these factors
Making it
are
a great place to invest.
making great places to invest, and people are moving into this this particular state. In Orlando specifically, there is a lot of immigration, inward as well as outward, because of recent hurricane Irma. About 100,000 people from Puerto Rico are entering Florida every
where?
year. From Puerto Rico.
From Puerto Rico,
Yeah.
okay.
They are entering. So the rental market has become very, very hot. And the demand on the real estate is, picking
I mean,
up.
it's pretty hard, Paul, with even the investments you have here, it's pretty hard to follow the 1% formula. It's here in the GTA.
Right.
I mean, to be able to buy, that would mean I'm buying a property here for $600,000 and I'm getting $6,000 a month rent.
Absolutely.
We're not going to be able to do that. But if I buy a property for, even $140,000, depending on, where in that area, I can get $1,300, $1,400.
Absolutely.
Just before, when you first showed up, you told me now of the 59 properties, you're going to refinance how many?
I'm 23.
23 properties you're going to refinance, and you will not be out of pocket. They will still run itself, but when we refinance this 23 properties, that would be how much?
So I'll get a loan of about 3.5 million, and 1.5 is outstanding, so I'll be left with about 2 million cash.
About 2 million cash, and so now you're into almost half of your portfolio. You're in for nothing.
Nothing.
And you have $2 million in your pocket.
In pocket.
That's so not Paul. That's not a. He's not just a pretty face here.
It's not just a pretty face.
No, he's a smart guy. I know a little bit of why you're smart. I mean, you're Indian, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. I always say that. Hey. God only made a few perfect heads. The rest he covered with hair.
Yeah.
So there we go. There. No, I'm just kidding. For my friends who have a lot of hair on their head. But no, this is fantastic. What are you doing? Are you going to continue to buy?
Yeah.
Isn't 59 properties enough, Anil?
No. You see, like once you become an investor, you always feel upset if you have dead equity in the house.
Yes.
So if you have an equity, you have to take out and
what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with this $2 million?
Put it to use.
Of course.
So I'm going to reinvest in because I find U.S. market is still very good.
Yeah.
With Trump coming, he's given a lot of tax breaks.
Yeah.
The tax breaks itself is going to add at least 0.2 in the GDP.
Yeah.
So it's actually what people are saying is he's supercharged the economy. The economy was running well. By giving tax breaks, it is supercharged. So the U.S. economy is doing well.
Yeah.
So it is wise to invest in in a economy, in a country, in a demographic which is growing and which is sound.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for more single-family homes there, or maybe multi-family homes, or maybe commercial.
Yeah. And it's great. I mean, listen, Anil, you didn't get in this to, coach or mentor, but people have been coming to you, and I know Paul's not the first. There's about, 10 plus people here that you've been helping, so I commend you for that. Thank you for being on the show. Time flies when we're having fun, Paul. Thank you, and good luck with your continued investments.
Thank you,
thank you for watching the show. Without you, we wouldn't have one. So grateful that you can do that. For more information, please go to theeverydayinvestor.info. Remember, when it comes to investing, you want to live simply, you want to give generously, you want to always invest. See you next week, same place, same time. Honey, I love you. I'll be home soon. Ciao, everyone.